Y'all may want to buckle up for this one.
42 U.S. Code, subsection 247D-6D. Targeted liability protections, where a covered person is immune from liability from covered countermeasures that cause loss. So what does that mean? So this U.S. Code defines a covered person as the United States, an admin or an officer, an administrator of a covered product, a manufacturer, distributor, program planner, or an employee described in the following clauses. So if the covered person is immune from liability, what does that mean? Well, this U.S. Code defines liability as loss, and that includes death, physical or mental injury, or the fear of physical or mental injury, property damage, and business interruption or economic loss. So we have a covered person that is immune from liability for a covered countermeasure. What is that? Well, this U.S. Code defines the covered countermeasure to include the relationship for administering, developing, designing, testing, selling, purchasing, prescribing, or licensing of any pandemic or epidemic product, a drug, a biological product, a device, and any of those in between that is authorized for emergency use. Following along? I know what you're thinking. Who determines what's covered? Well, basically, the Secretary of Health and Human Services has full control over the entire thing. They determine what or when a public health emergency arises, declares with a publication in a federal register, specifies the condition of what's covered, and clarifies the dates as well as the geolocation. You want to know what the best part is? So Section 7 pretty much states that no court will have jurisdiction to be able to review the actions made by the Secretary during this declaration period. And Section 8 pretty much says that states cannot continue to enforce any state laws that contradict or conflict with the Secretary's declaration.
So what does this mean?
Well, this pretty much means that once a secretary makes the declaration, the state's rights will be suspended, there can be no court interference and no liability, and they also control all countermeasures, including marketing, medicine, testing, investigations, economy, as well as information. So, what could go wrong with that? It smells like tyranny.